this dress, you guys, I feel like she's giving off fairy vibes, which makes me so happy because Tinkerbell is literally like my spirit animal. I love Tinkerbell so much that I literally have a bag of pixie dust. You get pixie dust. You get pixie dust. We all get pixie dust. Maybe Oprah is my spirit animal instead. Hey guys, my name is Cameron and welcome back to my channel, Which Way to Wicked, where we talk about all things love, light, and especially tarot. So guys, today we are going to be doing another spicy and steamy, fiery reading today as we find out what makes you so dangerously seductive. Okay, so what is it about you that is just so alluring, so magnetic to other people? Okay, so if you want to find out all of that sexy jazz, then let's go ahead and get into your group picks today, okay? Here are your group picks today, friends. So for group number 1, we have this lovely golden egg, which who doesn't love a golden egg, okay? And then for group number 2, we have this bat coming through, which is so freaking spooky. Did I say spooky? I meant spooky. Emphasis on the ooh. And then for group number 3, last but not least, we have this lovely butterfly coming through. So, guys, I want you to go ahead and take a very big, deep breath in. And now I want you to let it out. And now I want you to please close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, I want you to think about what is so dangerously seductive about you. What is it about you that is so alluring, so magnetic, so fierce and amazing? Whenever you feel ready, please open your eyes, okay? And whichever card your eyes lands on first, then that, my dear, is going to be the reading for you today. Now, if you feel called to more than one spirit animal here, then definitely feel free to check out those extra messages as well. And as always, I will have the timestamps listed down in the description box below. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your reading today, friends, okay? Hello, group 1! So if you chose this lovely and amazing golden egg as your spirit animal card, then hey, hello and welcome to your reading today. So we are going to be starting out this reading by talking about how this spirit animal, best represents you and your energy and your sexy allure that you give off. And we are also going to be talking about this other card, the dilettante, which I also pulled to represent an archetype card for you. Okay, so guys, first of all, with the golden egg coming through, this automatically made me think of Victor Crumb from the Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Now, I think I was thinking of Victor Crumb just because of the fact that in that movie, they are going through these tournaments and they are trying to get this golden egg. Like, that is like their prize in each of the tournaments. I believe. I could be wrong. Honestly, you guys, please don't hate on me. It's been so long since I've watched Harry Potter. But what I do remember from that film is Victor freaking Crumb. Like, he is so freaking hot to me. Like, I just thought he was absolutely amazing, and whenever I first watched that, I could not stop fangirling over him, like, so much. And I honestly feel like the same energy that Victor Crumb gives off is the type of energy that you give off, which is absolutely incredible, okay? And the reason why this is making me further think about Victor Crumb is just because I feel like he is honestly like a golden boy, which is so funny because we have the golden egg, right? I just think that he is somebody in the movie who is all around and incredibly just awesome person. He is good at absolutely everything. I feel like he just has this like effortless type of vibe. I mean, he is literally known at being one of the best players in Quidditch, right? He's known as being one of the best, the greatest of all time. He's like the GOAT, okay? And so I honestly feel like what makes you so dangerously seductive is the fact that you also seem to have this effortless type of energy about you. I feel like whether you realize it or not, it's almost like you are great at everything that you do, okay? You could literally be picking up trash off the side of the road, and I feel like you do it great, okay? I just feel like you can't do anything wrong. Everything you do just looks incredible. And it's honestly making me think of like the Victoria's Secret angel models, right? Because the Victoria's Secret angel models, they are so freaking hot, right? And whenever they are walking on the runway, every single season, they would pick one supermodel to wear this really, really expensive diamond, bra and underwear, and that weighed a lot, especially with the wings, and it was really hard to walk around in that because it was several pounds that they were carrying on them, and it really weighed them down, and yet they carried it like it was literally a pair of wings. Like, they looked like it was weightless, and yet they had so much weighing them down in that moment. And so I feel like no matter what you do, no matter what is going on, you just carry yourself in such an effortless way, in such a confident way. And I really feel like people just see you as somebody who can do no wrong, as somebody who is just absolutely perfect. You are the golden boy, the golden girl, the golden they, them, okay? And I'm also getting the idea that you are very charming as well. And I feel like you just all on your own are just very physically attractive. Now, what's very interesting about Victor Krum is that he is like Bulgarian, I believe. So I don't know in the movie if he's British, but I know he's Bulgarian. So that does add a bit of an exotic quality to him. So I do feel like there's also something coming through where you have something very exotic about you. Maybe you are from another country, maybe you speak multiple languages, or maybe you just have like something really exotic looking about your physical features, right? Maybe your eyes are like narrower or more further apart like Kate Moss, or maybe you have darker skin, okay? But I just think that there is something that is extrinsically just super exotic about you, okay? So that is definitely what I'm seeing so far. And what's funny is with dilettante coming through, it literally says right here, delights in the arts without having to be a professional. And I just think you are somebody who you love to dip your toes into so many different things. I feel like you are somebody who loves to explore yourself and just try out new things for funsies, right? And I feel like you do things in a very lighthearted way. Like, you don't take life very seriously. So let's say, for example, you go to like an art class or something. I feel like instead of taking that art class super seriously and trying to be like the next Picasso, you just do whatever you want, right? You just paint something and you put something together and you're just having fun. You're laughing, you're joking around. You're not really trying to do anything like an expert, right? You're just having fun. And yet I feel like you are somebody who, again, you just do everything so effortlessly. I feel like you are just so talented. And so I feel like even if you're not even trying, you just do it so well. I feel like even if you're not trying to be the next Picasso, you are like the next Picasso, okay? And I feel like, honestly, while it is so freaking seductive to other people, I feel like it also annoys them. Sometimes I feel like people look at you and they're like, oh my gosh, this person is like too perfect. Like, how are they like this? How do they do this, everything so well, right? It's like you are like Giselle Bunchkin, okay? She just does everything so perfectly. She's so beautiful. She's a supermodel. She's a Victoria's Secret angel, or she was. And I just feel like Giselle can do no wrong, okay? But you are like Giselle. You are like Victor Krum. You are just the golden egg, okay? You are amazing. So yeah, that is definitely what makes you so freaking dangerously attractive so far. Now, let's go ahead and get to like the sexier side of this reading, and let's take a look at your tarot cards, okay? So we can find out what really, really makes you super hot and sexy, okay? So let's see what wants to come through. Oh my goodness, you guys. That is a very sexy card that is coming through for you. So we have 2 cards coming through. You know what? I'm going to take it. Usually I don't do that. I don't like to take like 2 cards at once, especially if they're sticking together. But I just felt like Spirit really wanted that to come through. So let's see what else wants to make an appearance. Okay. That's really interesting. Okay. Alrighty. So let's take a look. Ooh, wow. So while I'm doing that, I'm also going to pull just 2 extra cards from this other deck right here. What makes group 1 so dangerously sexy, Spirit? Can we get a couple more cards? There we go. Okay, let's take those. Alrighty. Wow. Oh my goodness, you guys. So first of all, we have the Ace of Pleasure coming through. Actually, I'm going to try not to show that too much because YouTube won't let me, you know, have advertisements on this and also make money if I am showing some, you know, sexual things. But guys, we have the Ace of Pleasure coming through, and there's also some keywords on here, and the keywords, I actually can't say it, but it's a penis and a petunia, okay? If you know what I mean. So both of these 3 cards right here are actually supposed to be major arcana cards, and so the coming out is a death card, the sex toys is a magician, and the menstruation is the Wheel of Fortune, okay? And then last but not least, for your other 2 cards, we have the High Priestess, and we also have the Sun coming through, okay? So guys, first of all, with the Sun, you are literally just so freaking powerful. I feel like wherever you go, you are the center of attention, okay? Again, like I was saying, you are like Victor Crumb. You are like Giselle Bunchkin. I feel like there's just something so freaking powerful about you. There is this magnetic energy that just emanates from your skin, and I feel like it is the way that you walk and carry yourself. You just have this very strong sense of determination, a strong sense of self-esteem and self-worth. You know exactly how amazing you are. You know exactly what you deserve. And I feel like that in and of itself just makes you so freaking attractive. And I'm also getting this idea, I feel like with the Sun card coming through, this also makes me think about somebody who is honestly a happy person. And so I do feel like while you may at first seem like somebody who is very intense, you may seem like somebody who might even take life quite seriously, because I feel like that's kind of like the vibes I was getting from Victor Crumb. He seemed kind of serious, right? I mean, he definitely took his Quidditch very seriously. The same can be said about Giselle Bunchkin. She took her modeling super seriously, okay? I feel like people may think that you are somebody who's very serious and, you know, just focused on whatever you've got to do. But I feel like once people get to know you, there is a softer side to you. There's this side to you that is just so sweet and happy-go-lucky and lighthearted. You just have this sense of playfulness, right? Again, you like to go out and have fun and explore life. You're just curious about the world and the people around you. And while you do take life seriously, you also take life in a happy-go-lucky type of way. Does that make sense? You know when to be serious, and you also know when to have a good time. And I think that that is definitely something that comes together to make you so freaking hot and so freaking seductive. That is definitely something that people just, you know, find to be irresistible. In fact, I feel like there are also other things about you that is quite irresistible. I feel like people look at you and they just feel like they get the vibes that you have like a really big penis, okay? They get the vibes that, you know, if you are carrying yourself in such a big way, you must have a big package. If you don't have a penis, then people, I feel like, must think that you either have really big breasts or you just have very nice breasts, right? Because, guys, I mean, everyone on here may not have big boobs. I mean, I myself, I am definitely a member of the Itty Bitty Titty Committee. I'm a proud member, okay? But just because I have small boobs, it doesn't mean that they are not nice to look at, okay? And I'm sorry, I said that quite defensively. But guys, I just feel like, I mean, not everybody can be ScarJo. Not everybody can be Scarlett Johansson. But you know what? That doesn't mean you can't be cute. And so I feel like even if you don't have the biggest boobs, people think that they are very nice and high quality. Okay, maybe they feel like you have very perky boobs or something like that. But there's something about your body that is just so freaking incredible, so freaking amazing. And if you are somebody who has a penis, okay, if you don't have the biggest penis, then people just feel like you know how to use it. Okay, you know how to work it and make it feel nice. Okay, you've got the moves like Jagger. So that is definitely something that people find to be amazing, and people just can't wait to like get their hands on you. People really want to touch you. Like they want to touch you and feel your body. They want to be the one that you allow to have access to your body as well, because again, I mean, you are quite the ladies' man or the woman's man. Is that the right way to do the vice versa form? But you're just hot. You're hot, and everybody wants to get to know you. Everybody is into you. It's so amazing. You know, I'm also getting the idea that you are very proud of who you are. You are proud of your body. That is what I'm seeing here with the menstruation. I feel like you are somebody who, again, is very confident, and you don't have any shame about yourself, about your body, or the things that your body does, right? So I feel like whereas there are some people that are ashamed to talk about menstruation, they're ashamed to talk about maybe even sex or other things that just come naturally, right? I feel like you are not like that. There is nothing that you are ashamed about, and you are just somebody who will talk about absolutely anything. I feel like you don't hold yourself back. You don't try to put yourself into some type of conforming ball to conform to society and to make everybody else happy, right? You know how some people, they think that it's like taboo to talk about sex and to talk about your menstruation cycle and other things like that, but you are not like that. You just say exactly what is on your mind, and that is definitely something that people find to be so freaking magnetic and so freaking sexy. It's the fact that you are just so authentic. You know, you are just the type of person who what you see is what you get. I feel like you don't try to hide behind any masks, or you don't try to make yourself out to be like somebody who you're not. Like, you are just yourself, and you're proud of it. You rock it, and people love that. And we also have sex toys coming through, and so I'm definitely getting the idea that people again see you as somebody who's very curious. That's what we saw here with the dilettante. You are somebody who loves to explore yourself, and you also especially love to explore yourself with your body. And so I feel like people are very attracted to the way that they feel like if they were to have a sexual connection with you, they feel like it would be so amazing. They feel like they would learn so much from you, and that you guys would go on this amazing like erotic adventure together, right? I'm kind of thinking of 50 Shades of Grey, how you know, Mr. Grey took our dear, sweet, innocent Anastasia Steele and showed her a whole new world of sexual, fiendish activities. And I feel like people look at you and they feel like you would definitely be somebody who's a Mr. Grey yourself. People definitely feel like you are somebody who could show them a whole new side of life, a whole new side of living, a whole new sexual side of living. So another thing that is super sexy about you is just how adventurous you are. It's how bold you are. It's how you just seem like somebody who knows their way around the sheets, okay? And then last but not least, we do have coming out coming through. And again, that just makes me think about somebody who's very proud of who they are. You know, they come out, they show up, and they show off, right? That you are just somebody who, you know, you just let everybody see who you are, and you don't have any type of shame about it, you know? And I think that that is definitely something people really, really like. And I forgot to mention, we do have the High Priestess coming through, and that just gives like a very like spiritual quality to you, a very mystical, magical quality. And I just think, again, that's just showing how you are very, very magical, right? You're very magical. And again, I mean, the High Priestess, this talks about somebody who is quite like separated from other people. This is somebody who does give off quite mysterious vibes. And so what I find to be very interesting is I'm getting this idea that, again, I feel like you may come off as somebody who is quite serious at first, right? You come off as somebody who, you know, is very determined and very ambitious, but then when people get to know you, They see you as somebody who is lighthearted, as somebody who wants to have fun, who wants to have a good time. You know when to be serious, you know when to be fun and to play around. And I feel like it's just very interesting for people to go on this journey of getting to know you and getting to see you little bit by bit by bit. Does that make sense? And I just think that that's so amazing. And I find it so interesting because on one hand, I feel like, again, you're very proud of who you are and you don't try to hide anything, from anyone. But there is this energy where I feel like if people meet you like in a professional sense, if they meet you in a professional setting, like at your job or at something like that, somewhere like that, I feel like there is a part of you that you try to keep hidden, right? Obviously, you're not going to talk about like your sexual fiendish activities or your menstruation cycle whenever you're at work, right? Because that's honestly not really a place to talk about it. And so I feel like as people get closer to you in a work setting, they do start to see this like sexual, curious side of you. They start to see this like sensual side, this playful side, and they start to realize that you're kind of like, again, Mr. Gray, okay? You may come off as somebody who at first is quite serious, like Mr. Gray is quite professional, quite pristine, and, you know, a good boy. But then as people get to know you, they completely do like a double take and they're like, oh my gosh, who is this crazy fiend of a person? And they're also like, how can I get to know this person even better? Okay? So let's go ahead and end this reading. And let's pull some of your oracle cards, okay? So Spirit, for group 1, what is so hot and sexy about my group 1 folks, okay? Beautiful. That is so sweet. Oh. Okay, can we get some extra cards? What is so sexy? What is dangerously seductive about them, Spirit? What is dangerously seductive? Yeah, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Did you see how fast that card came out, you guys? So literally we have make the effort coming through, and look at this little boy kissing this little girl and giving her hugs and making her feel beautiful and loved. Guys, I feel like that is literally you. I just feel like you have the joy and happiness of a child. And the reason why I'm saying that is because we also have joy and jubilation coming through here. And you can see this child like holding the, he's like holding some fruits or something, but this child just looks happy. He's at a party, he's having a good time, everybody's like dancing and having fun. And I just feel like the way that you act, the way that you are just so happy and so bubbly as people get to know you, it just reminds people of whenever they were younger, right? I just feel like you are somebody who, while you are very mature and very serious about life, there is still this other type of energy about you where, on one hand, even though you're serious, again, you know how to have fun. You know how to go out and, you know, play at the playground after your job is over. I feel like even if you are like 60, 70, 80 years old, you will still go out to the playground and get on the swings and have a good old time and go down that slide, right? You just know how to have fun, and people love that. People find that to be so freaking sexually seductive and amazing. I mean, you're just the full package, okay? You're the full package. Like, you're hot, like physically hot on a whole other level. You know how to explore yourself and be curious about the world, right? You're playful. You're good at whatever it is that you do. I feel like you're very ambitious and driven to succeed, and you know how to just play around. You know how to get up and dance and just have a good time, and people just find that to be so amazing. And at the end of the day, you're just very confident about who you are, and who doesn't love that? Who doesn't love somebody who's confident with what they've got to rock, right? And then last but not least, we have communication, and I just feel like people love the way that you talk. I feel like people love to talk to you. People love to hear what you have to say, and you probably are like quite a great storyteller as well. But yes, guys, I think I was saying right here again, like, I think that you go out of your way to be, like, a touchy-feely person, especially to the people who you are in, like, relationships with or who you are friends with. And I do think that people find that to be very, very attractive about you. They love the way that you show how much you care for them by giving them little touches here and there. It just makes them feel so loved, okay? So, yes, guys, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TarotTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have a fabulous rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys. Hello, Group 2! So if you chose this amazing and mysterious bat as your spirit animal today, then hey, hello my beautiful folks, and welcome to your reading. So the first thing that we are going to be doing today is talking about how this bat card represents you and represents just how dangerously seductive and alluring you are. And also, as we talk about this, we are also going to be talking about this trickster card, which I also pulled alongside this. And this is just going to be representing your overall vibe. It's going to be representing just another facet of who you are. Okay? So guys, first of all, just talking about the bat as your spirit animal, this does represent the air sign. So you could be an air sign, sun, moon, rising, or in Venus. So I am talking about our lovely Aquarius, Geminis, Libras, okay? If you are not one of those signs, it's okay. Again, this is talking about how people see you, okay? So this could just be talking about like the vibe that you give off to them. But I definitely feel like with this air energy coming through that you are somebody who is quite communicative. I feel like you're really great at talking, very witty. I also feel like you are somebody who is very intelligent as well. I think that you're very curious about the world. You're always loving to learn as much as you can. And I think that that is definitely a quality that people find to be very hot and very sexy about you. Now, going off of that, what's very funny is whenever I see the bat, I'm definitely just automatically looking at this moon that is behind the bat, and seeing that moon there, it makes me think about mystery. It makes me think about intrigue. And with the bat being an animal of the night, that definitely does add even more of an intriguing note to them. So I definitely see you as somebody who is so much of a mystery to people. I think that you are someone who does keep mostly to yourself. I feel like you are somebody who is definitely on the quieter side or the more reserved side. Now, that's not to say that you can't be a social butterfly or that you are afraid to talk to people. I just feel like you are somebody who mostly likes to mind your own business. You like to keep more to yourself, but with that being said, I also think that you are somebody who still has friends, right? You're not like completely friendless. You're not somebody who is antisocial or anything. I feel like the bat, while they are seen as these solitary figures, bats actually travel in a herd. They travel with their family of bats, right? And so I definitely think that while you do come off as somebody who is quite quiet, quite reserved, quite set apart from others, you do have your friends, okay? You're just very picky about who you allow to come into your inner circle, okay? But once you do have people, allow people access into your heart and into your life, I do think that you are a very, very loyal and very, very loving friend, okay? And so at the end of the day, I feel like what makes you so freaking sexy is the way that you are just this really big mystery, right? It takes a lot for you to open up to people. It takes a lot for you to allow people access into your life. And I think that people find that quality to be so attractive. They find the fact that you are like this way to be a really big challenge, and people love challenges, right? They love feeling like they have to compete to win the girl, to get the boy, right? People love that. That is just so amazing, right? People love it. I mean, why do you think people love to watch The Bachelor, right? Because you have all these girls trying to fight over the one guy, right? And the guy, you know, everybody is trying to get to know that guy as fast as they can, and it's just a really big challenge, right? And everybody wants to win. And so I definitely think that at the end of the day, what makes you so freaking hot, what makes you so freaking seductive and so freaking dangerous is the fact that you just know your worth. You know how incredible you are. You know how awesome you are. And you're not just going to let anybody, any Tom, Dick, or Jane have a piece of you. Okay? And I think that that is just so freaking lovely to see. People just love that. Now, also, looking at the bat, that also just makes me think of, like, Dracula, right? And Dracula, he is somebody who is freaking hot, okay? Like, physically, he's got the whole package, okay? He has that amazing, like, light skin, that dark hair. He's super broody and mysterious as he lives in the shadows, right? And he also has that amazing accent, right? He's like, hello, I am Dracula, and welcome. And so I feel like, honestly, what I'm getting from this is that another thing that makes you super hot and attractive is, first of all, just how hot and attractive you are. Like, physically, on a physical level, I mean, it's as simple as saying that you are just hot. I feel like you are attractive. Even if you are somebody who is not traditionally attractive, I feel like you're just very mysterious. Again, you're very, very mysterious. It's really hard to get to know you, and that mysteriousness adds on to your allure. So even if you're not, like, the hottest Tom Cruise out there, right? Even if you're not Brad freaking Pitt or Angelina Jolie or whatnot, you carry yourself like that, and you're just so intriguing, right? You're so intriguing that it puts you on that same type of level as other people. And again, you know your worth, and you are somebody who, even if you don't look like Angelina Jolie, you freaking act like you are Angelina Jolie, and that just adds on to just how awesome you are and how sexy you are, right? People love people that are confident. People love people that love themselves, okay? That makes them 10 times more attractive. And so that is definitely coming through. That is what I'm seeing for you. And I'm also, again, I was talking about with Dracula and his accent, I feel like either you could have an accent yourself, maybe you even have like a quirk to your voice, maybe you have like a lisp or a stutter that people might actually really like, or you could be somebody who is just really articulate, you're really good at talking and communicating to people, and so at the end of the day, what makes you so freaking seductive, so freaking alluring is the fact that you just either have a really hot voice or you're just really fun to talk to, okay? So yeah, and then talking about the trickster card coming through, it says right here, transcending convention, stuffiness, and predictable behavior. So I find this to be so interesting because this makes me think about somebody who, again, stands apart from everybody else, but this also makes me think about somebody who is a bit of a rebel, right? They like to do their own thing, and they do it well. They don't try to conform to society or conform to other people's expectations. They just want to do what makes them happy, and they do it freaking well, right? And so I'm getting the idea here that even though, you know, at first you may come off as somebody who is quite reserved or as somebody who keeps more to themselves, I feel like you may come off as somebody who is definitely quite professional and quite serious. I feel like once people get to know you, they really start to pull back the layers of your seriousness. And as they pull back those layers, they start to realize that you are just such a crazy, cool, fun type of person. I just think that you are somebody who, yes, you take life seriously, but you also know how to not take life so seriously. You know how to have a good time, how to have fun, and I think that you have a lot of interesting quirks about you. Maybe you have a lot of interesting hobbies, okay? Maybe you are somebody who likes, I don't know, do like magic in your spare time like this guy is doing, right? He's performing magic, and some people will look at somebody who is trying to do like magic tricks, and they see them as somebody who's silly, as somebody who, you know, it's just a stupid, silly person, right? But you are somebody who you play with magic or whatever it is that you like to do, and you don't care about what people think about that, right? Like, you're open about it, okay? You don't try to hide it or keep it your dirty little secret. You're out in the open about it. You're authentic about it. You don't care what people think. You just love who you are. You're confident with who you are, and what you see is what you get. You don't try to hide anything from people. The same can be said, like, if you like to read books, right? Like, I'm somebody who I love to read smutty books. Like, the smuttier books, the better, okay? I loved freaking 50 Shades of Grey, but I am somebody who I don't want everyone to know that I love 50 Shades of Grey, right? Like, I'm just kind of a private person, and it's not that I'm ashamed of it. I mean, it's just, I get a little embarrassed. Is that the same thing? I mean, I don't feel ashamed. I just get a little embarrassed, okay? I just like to keep that stuff on the down low. But I feel like your person, or excuse me, did I say your person? I feel like you are somebody who is not like this. You are not like that at all. You just like to do your thing. You are somebody who, if you like to read books, if you like to read very, very smutty books, you don't try to hide it. You just show everybody what you're reading. If somebody asks you what you're reading, you're like, yeah, this is it. I'm reading 50 Shades of Grey. Got something to say about it? You're just you. You're just you. And I think that is just really refreshing to people. People really like how honest you are, how authentic you are. And I think that is so incredible to see. So let's go ahead and get into the actual meat of this reading. And let's get some extra tarot cards, okay? Let's find out what is so sexy and hot and dangerously seductive about you. So Spirit, for group 2, can we get some extra cards, please? Can we get some extra cards? What is so seductive about them, Spirit? What is so seductive? Oh my gosh. What was I saying? Okay. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely getting 50 Shades of Grey vibes from you. I definitely feel like you are somebody who could have your own little playroom, your little red room, like Mr. Grey has, okay? And I think that is what other people think about you as well. And I feel like instead of people being afraid of that, instead of people being like, oof, maybe I don't want to be in the red room of terror. Maybe I want to be in, the white room of just, vanilla-ness. Right? But no, most people are into it. A lot of people are into it. Wow, guys, oh my goodness. So, a lot of cards fell, and there's actually one card in particular that fell out right here. Let me grab that. Oh no, I said one card in particular, and there's 3 cards coming through. You know what? I'm going to put that back in, and I'm just going to pull one more card. Okay, you know what? A lot of cards just want to come through for you, and we're going to go ahead and take it. Okay? So guys, we're talking about what makes you so freaking dangerously seductive. So for your cards, we have the 9 of Consent coming through and the keyword reversible. We also have the 10 of Consent, and it has the keyword consensual, non-consensual. Non-consensual, non-consent. I said that wrong. Sorry, you guys. We also have the Wheel of Fortune coming through with the keyword menstruation. And last but not least, for this set of tarot cards, we have the King of Consent with the keyword dominance. And then for your other set of tarot cards, we have the 2 of Swords, the 9 of Coins, and last but not least, we have the 9 of Swords, okay? So guys, the number 9 might be particularly meaningful to you. Maybe you like the number 9. Maybe you see the numbers 999 a lot, right? Maybe you were born in the 9th month or on November 9th or just some random month like that. Maybe you're born on the 9th, you know what I mean? But if that is significant to you, then definitely take it as a sign that you're in the right reading. But yes, guys, let's talk about these cards. So first of all, like I was saying before, I really am getting the 50 Shades of Grey vibes from you. I mean, with literally all these cards that we are seeing, especially with dominance, right? With dominance, with this little like whip thing that we're seeing, and this guy totally taking control of this girl with a whip of his own, like he's holding a whip right there. I definitely think that people view you as somebody who definitely has a darker side to you. I feel like they get like this vibe from you that you are into some kinky stuff, okay? And so while you may seem like somebody who is like quite professional or quite serious when people first meet you, right? You may seem like somebody who is quite reserved, you keep more to yourself. You know, people definitely get the vibe that there is something that is super crazy about you, and they're definitely getting like crazy dominatrix vibes, and I think that people are definitely here for it. They love it, and I think that they want to be able to be with you. They want you to choose to be with them and to allow them into your life so that they can explore this darky, sexy, kinky world with you, right? And you are somebody who, even if somebody has always like kind of steered away from those kinkier side of things, even if somebody has never wanted to go into the red room, right, of terror, they would think of you and think about that red room of terror, and in their minds they'll be like, okay, maybe I could go in there and it would be the red room of pleasure after all, right? I think there's just something about you that is just so alluring. And again, I think it all just comes back to the way that you have so much self-worth for yourself. You have so much self-love. You know how amazing you are, and you don't just let anybody have you, right? And so even though you may come off as this kinky, crazy seductor dominatrix, there is still this softer side to you, this like even innocent side to you, in the way that you don't just let anyone have you, right? You're innocent in the way that you only let a few people under your skin, and I think that that definitely adds a very beautiful, beautiful quality to you. Now, talking about these other cards right here, I definitely think that you could be somebody who is quite artistic. That is what I'm seeing with the Nine of Swords, because this right here just makes me think about like the painting Picasso. I don't know, it has a like dreamier undertone to it, right? So you could be somebody who is quite the artist. Maybe you are an artist in the way that you can do like magic tricks, right? And make it seem so magical and amazing, right? You could be an artist or a creator in the way that you are able to create really pretty paintings. Maybe you like to write poetry, or maybe you just like to dress in very artistic ways, like in very creative ways. You could have a very unique sense of style, but at the end of the day, there is something intrinsically artistic about you that people really like, okay? You seem like somebody who is quite creative, and people are here for it. And then we also have the Two of Swords coming through, and what I'm seeing here is two different paths. And again, I think that this just represents the contradictory nature of you and of your personality. I feel like people realize that whenever they meet you, there's only two different paths that they can go down whenever they get to know you, right? Either you are going to let them in, or you are going to say goodbye and make them leave, right? You are going to end up being reserved and, you know, just staying more to yourself. So people realize how hard it is to get access to your heart. They realize how hard it is to gain entry to your person, right? And I think that people just find that to be so amazing. They love that. Again, you know, you are just somebody who, you know, you have to have RSVP access to get close to you, and people want to be that person who you give that access to. And at the end of the day, with the Nine of Coins, that really does add like a hedonistic quality to you again, which is what we were seeing here all along with that 50 Shades of Grey, you know, seductor, dominatrix type of energy. You just like to have fun. You like to live life, and you like to live it well, right? I think that you are somebody who you don't want to go through this world like living with any type of regret. So you do absolutely everything that you can get your hands on, right? You just like to do at least everything at least once, right? And I think that people love that type of energy that you have. People love that passion for life that you have in aces, right? People love that. So that is definitely something that makes you extra hot and saucy and attractive. So let's see what wants to come through here. Alrighty. Let's see what wants to come through. Let's see what wants to come through. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is so freaking awesome. Guys, literally, what have we been talking about this whole time? That's cool too. But what have we been talking about this whole time? We've been talking about how you just stand apart from everybody else. And literally, we have standing alone coming through. That is absolutely insane. And then we had the bat as your spirit animal, right? And we also have bats coming through with good fortune. So, I mean, this is just double confirmation that you are in the right reading today, my friends. We have honeymoon coming through. And we also have wedding. So again, I feel like people just see you as somebody who loves themselves so freaking much. You love yourself so freaking much. You are so awesome. You know you're awesome. Everybody else knows you're awesome. And they love how you don't seek out people, right? You don't seek out affection from anyone because you have that affection, that love all from your own self. And that is definitely something, again, that makes you so freaking hot. You know, I feel like so many people are imagining what it would be like to marry you, what it would be like to be with you in any type of level, way, shape, or form, right? But at the end of the day, people don't just want to be your friend. They want to be your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your freaking fiance, your marriage partner, right? People just want to marry the heck out of you, group 2, and I love that. And then with honeymoon coming through, I just feel like people feel like if they were to be with you, if they were to be able to marry you, or to just be within your orbit, if you would just allow them a little bit of a glimpse into your life, a little bit of access into your heart, they feel like they would be so lucky, so fortunate. And I definitely feel like they would feel as though they were walking on the clouds, right? They would have that honeymoon type of glow to them, type of happiness, type of bliss for so freaking long, right? Because they just know how lucky they would be if you actually allowed them any type of entry into your life, right? They know how lucky they would be. So yes, guys, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TarotTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have a fabulous rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys. Hello, group 3. So you chose this lovely, beautiful, and whimsical butterfly as your spirit animal today. Then hey, hello, my gorgeous little angels, and thank you for fluttering on to this side of TarotTube. Okay, so guys, for the first part of this reading today, we are just going to be talking about how exactly this card captures your essence, how this spirit animal truly represents you and represents how sexually addictive and alluring and incredible you freaking are, okay? And we are also going to be talking about this hedonist card, which is an extra little card that I pulled for you guys to just represent your further amazingness, right? Guys, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened there. I kind of had a brain fart, but yeah, that's just another card to represent you in a nutshell, okay? So this represents you and how other people see you and your sexiness. So since we are getting the butterfly card, this actually does represent the air element. So you could be an air sign, sun, moon, rising, or in Venus. So I am talking about the air signs Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. If you are not one of those signs, it's completely okay. Again, this is talking about how people view you. So you could just be somebody who gives off those air type of vibes, okay? But guys, since we are getting the butterfly with that air energy coming through, I definitely think that you are somebody who is very intelligent, very curious about the world and the people that are in it. I feel like you are always trying to learn new things at any type of a moment, right? You are always somebody who is always just trying to see the world and see the magic that is inside it. You are just somebody who is completely interested in everything. And I think that that does add just such a beautiful quality to you, right? Because I feel like you are somebody who is genuinely so happy about being able to be alive, about being able to live in this amazing world, because you see it as a place that is full of adventure, as a place where wherever you go, you can learn something new. And I also think because you are always learning new things and you look at the world as one big treasure map, one where you can learn new things wherever you go, I feel like no matter how smart you get, which guys, I feel like you are very, very smart here. In fact, I feel like some of you guys might even be geniuses. I feel like no matter how smart or intelligent you are, I think that you always have this beautiful sense of groundedness about you. I think that you are somebody who can relate to anyone, and I feel like you are somebody who would never act real taughty or high and mighty. You would never act like you are smarter than anyone else. You're just very, very humble, very laid back, and just very fun to be around. And that is definitely something that people really, really like about you. I also think that you are a social freaking butterfly. I think that you are somebody who loves to spread your wings and be able to talk to all these different groups. I think that you are quite popular and that you have friends from everywhere, right? You are somebody who, whenever you went to school, you were probably friends with everyone, right? You were friends with the jocks. You were friends with the nerds. You were friends with the, chess club geeks. You were friends with the cheerleaders, right? The dancers. You were friends with everyone. And I think that it is the way that, again, you are just so laid back and so easygoing. You just have this beautiful, magical way where you can relate to everyone. You can create a space that is fun and playful and energetic, and I think that everybody just is so attracted to you and wants to get just a little bit of that magic, and everyone wants to get to know you, right? Even if you are meeting somebody that is completely different from you, you are like the night and they are like the day, I feel like you guys can still come together and have a good time, because you are just a fun person to be around. And I think that that is definitely something that people find to be so freaking amazing. You just have a passion for life that people want to be able to experience with you, right? Because I feel like your passion is contagious. Whenever people are around you, you infect people with your joy, with your love. And I think that that is such a rare and gorgeous quality to have. And that is definitely something that adds on to your sexiness, to your allure. Again, with the hedonist card coming through, this just talks about somebody who wants to have fun. This talks about somebody who wants to explore life and all the pleasures within it as well. So again, you are just very passionate. I think that you are somebody who doesn't want to, live your life and then look back and have regrets on the things that you didn't do. And so I do think that you are somebody who tries to go outside of your comfort zone at any opportunity that you can and do things that scare you. I feel like you are probably somebody who has like a really long bucket list, and you are always trying to like mark something off like every single day if you can, right? And I think that it is in the way that you are just living life in such a vivacious way. It is in the way that you are just trying to do absolutely everything that you can under the sun that people just find to be so incredible. Again, people just want to be able to live this life with you because you live it in such a beautiful way. So yes, guys, that is what I'm seeing about you so far. Let's go ahead and take a look at your sexy tarot cards now so we can get an even bigger picture of you, right? And just how sexy you are, okay? Yeah, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. Let's see what else wants to come through here. Okay, beautiful. Alrighty. Okay, you guys, this is absolutely so lovely. Let's get some extra cards here, some extra tarot cards from this deck as well. Let's get some extra tarot cards. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. So guys, we have the Queen of Coins coming through. We also have the Four of Wands, which is so beautiful and so grand to see. We have the Star card coming through with the keyword body positive. We also have the Magician coming through with the keyword sex toys. We have the 8 of no judgment with the keyword gender fluid. And then last but not least, we have the 3 of awareness with the keyword acceptance. Okay, so again, I just feel like you are somebody who just loves life so much, and you also love the people who are in it. I think that you are able to look at people and see so many beautiful things about them, right? And I feel like no matter how different people are from you, I feel like you are able to look at them and completely love them for who they are and accept them for the amazing and authentic person that they are. And I think that that is absolutely so beautiful, and that is definitely something that people find to be so incredible and so alluring and so sexy about you. They are addicted to the way that you just love them. You look at them and you see them as they are, and you love them for it. And so I feel like people just feel so comfortable around you. They feel like they can completely be themselves and that they don't have to hide anything, right? They feel like you would love them no matter what. And that beautiful, beautiful sense of love that you have is just something that is so rare, because there are so many people that look at others and they always constantly find reasons to judge them and to not want to associate with them because they are just finding these flaws, right? And you are not like that. You're not like that at all. You love, love, love everyone. You love the jocks. You love the goths. You love the chess club geeks. You love everyone. The whole world and everyone that is in it is like a party to you, right? And you just want to go out and have a good time. You want to have a blast. And that is so incredible to see. But at the same time, while you want to have a blast, while you want to have a good time, we also have the Queen of Coins coming through. And this is a queen that gets stuff done. This is somebody who is very, very ambitious. This is somebody who wants to have an amazing life, and they know that in order to have an amazing life, they have to be able to have an amazing job. They have to be able to establish themselves. They have to be able to make that bank. And so I do think that while you are somebody who wants to have fun, who wants to have a good time, who wants to let their hair down, you are also somebody who knows when it is time to put your hair up, when it is time to put on your suit and tie and to get back to work, right? So people love the fact that you are very ambitious. They find the fact that you are so determined to succeed to be so freaking sexy and hot. You are just a boss freaking babe, and everyone is here for it. And then at the end of the day, with the 4 of Wands coming through, you know, this makes me think about somebody who is literally dancing, right? This person is doing this beautiful leap. I don't know if you can see that, but they're leaping. They're leaping with joy. They're dancing. They're having a good time. And again, I just think that you are somebody who knows how to have fun. I mean, I know I keep on saying this, but that is what Spirit keeps on telling me. I mean, I feel like you are somebody who could go to a party, like you get invited to a random party, and I feel like you would show up in the silliest little like costume outfit ever. I'm kind of getting the idea that you're kind of like a class clown in a way. I think that you just like to make people laugh, and if that means making fun of yourself or doing something stupid, then you will do it to make other people laugh, even if it makes you look silly, right? Even if you are the joke, right? Even if you're the butt of the joke, you don't care. You just want to make people laugh. You want to make people happy. I think that you are at your happiest when other people are happy because of you, right? Because you did that. And I think that people just love that about you. They love that. They find that to be so incredibly sexy. They love how you just want to make people smile. You want to make people laugh. You want to make people just have a good time. You bring everyone together, and I feel like you literally seek out people who are sad, who are upset, and you seek them out so that you can bring them a new sense of happiness, so that you can let them know that they're not alone and that you will be their friend and that they can always have a good time so long as they're by your side, right? And people just love that. They love how inclusive you are, how you love everyone, and they find that to be one of your sexiest traits ever. And last but not least, with gender fluid coming through, I'm kind of just thinking of like Harry Styles, right? Because we all know how Harry Styles, he is quite gender fluid in the way that he dresses, right? He is not afraid to get in touch with his feminine side, and everybody is here for it. Everybody loves it, right? It also makes me think of like Kurt Cobain, okay? Because Kurt Cobain, he was somebody who wore his denim jeans, he wore his t-shirt, his leather jacket, but then there was also sometimes at concerts when he wore a freaking dress. And he rocked that crap, okay? And so I definitely think that you are somebody who you are not afraid to get in touch to both sides, right? You are not afraid to be both feminine and both masculine. And I think that people find that to be so freaking incredible, right? They just find that to be very unique, because there are a lot of people who, let's say for example, you're a guy watching this. There's so many guys who are afraid to like cry at like a sad scene in a movie because they think that that makes them weak. But I feel like if you are a man watching this, you are somebody who is not afraid to get in touch with your feelings. You're not afraid to show your softer side. And I think that it is in the way that you are not ashamed of the other side of you, right? The other side of you that exists, that is within all of us, because everyone is both feminine and masculine, no matter what gender they associate with, right? And I feel like it is in the way that you just completely just love yourself so much and let the world see you for who you are, that people find to be absolutely so seductive. Now, we also have worth the wait coming through, or worth waiting for. That's what it said. We also have sweet surrender. And then last but not least, we have rest. So people definitely feel like you are a challenge. Group 3, I feel like you are somebody who, since you are friends with everyone, it's kind of hard to tie you down. I do feel like you are somebody who doesn't really want to be in a relationship. You may not want to have anything serious right away. I think that it would definitely take a really, really special person to get you to truly settle down and commit to them. And I feel like people find that to be absolutely amazing. They love how they have to chase after you. They love how you are a challenge. So that is definitely coming through. We also have sweet surrender. And I think that makes me think about how people want you to surrender to them. They want you to just put down your party going ways, your lighthearted ways, and just be completely committed to them. And they would be so happy if you decided to commit to them, right? And then last but not least, with rest coming through, I just think that people just feel so at peace with you. They feel so at home with you. Wherever you are home, right? And you are home to so many people because you just love people. You are so sweet to others. You love to make people feel happy and feel joyful, and that joyfulness, that sweetness that you have in spades, it is just something that makes people feel like they're at home, right? I feel like everyone always wants to be with you because you just make them feel safe and happy and loved and treasured. So yes, guys, that is what I'm seeing for you today. I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, and if you did, then please make sure to give me a big old like and to subscribe to my channel, because I post new videos every Monday and Friday, and I would love to have you stop by this side of TerraTube again sometime, okay? So I love you all so much, and I hope that you have a fabulous rest of your day, friends. Mwah. Bye, guys.